Welcome to Management Consulted. I'm Jenny Ray, the Managing Director, and today we're starting off a long series on consulting resumes, cover letters, and CVs. We're really excited to bring this series to you because these are the bulk of the questions that we get that come through the website. Now, some of the questions that you might be asking are what overall needs to be conveyed in the cover letter or the resume, and also how should you convey it. So those are two of the things that I'm going to cover today. The first, what you should convey, we've actually talked about in previous videos, but I'll give you a quick recap here. Essentially, you have two key parts of your background. One is your education, which encompasses your leadership experience. The other is your work experience and your professional experience. A lot of the time, there's a little bit of a blurred line between the two. And in a future week, we're going to go through some of the sections that you'll actually use. So some of the key focus here is on not only conveying a heavy work experience or a heavy educational experience, but a really good balance between the two of them. Now, there are three ways that you're going to actually work to present this experience. The first is your format. The second is your content or your story. And the third are the actual words that you use to describe it. I'm going to talk about those really briefly in turn. For formatting, a company has about 10 seconds to review your resume or CV. In that 10 seconds, they're going to make a judgment about whether or not you are professional enough to perform the job that they're asking you to do. Your resume or CV needs to be clearly and cleanly formatted. You have a very small selection of the font types that they would be interested in seeing you use. They want to see all black and white resumes. And in particular, they're really interested in seeing a 1 to 2 page resume or CV from which it's very easy to extract information, which brings me to point number 2. Point number 2 is that they're interested in seeing very clearly your story or the flow of your background coming together in the actual overview. And basically what they're interested in seeing is that you have some consistent demonstrations of excellence and some consistent demonstrations of interest. They want to see that you have a background in business, but maybe you have a specific focus in life sciences if that's what they're looking for. So they want to see that you're not too heavy on one thing, but you have some consistency. They don't want to see you jumping around in different kinds of jobs without a story to pull it all together. So the first thing that's important is your format. The second is your story. The third, and possibly the most important, where we focus most of our editing services, time and energy on, is the actual word choice. So after you've pulled the format together and you've got your overall story lined up, how do you actually talk about the businesses that you worked for? If you were in a technical role, are you able to convey what was happening in the business overall? Do you use excellent context cues? Do you use long sentences that are difficult to read or short bullet points? Are you very clear about the way that you communicate both your actions as well as the actions of the team or the overall organization? So across the board, there are multiple ways that you can really convey the clarity and your ability to become an excellent consultant. First is formatting, second, content and story, and third will be the word choice that you use. If you have more questions, please visit us at our website, managementconsulted.com.